Hey everybody, it's Rob. So I'd show you today my Swiss Champ Swiss Army knife. Give you a quick rundown on the tools. I got this knife not too long ago. Replaced a knife I'd had in my kind of everyday carry for close to 30 years, actually almost 30 years, which I still got and is still in great shape. It's this one up here. But I just saw the Champ at a pretty good price and I thought, this could be a fun one to have, and it's got a few tools that my other one didn't have, and so I thought I'd give you a little quick rundown today. So let's have a look. On the main tool side here, we got the standard cap lifter and wire stripper. It stops at 90 degrees, which is nice. This one is really nice and stiff too, so it's less chance of it folding up on your fingers as you use it. Over on this side, we've got the can opener. Little screwdriver on the tip as well, just like the bottle cap lifter. This is actually very good because it works for Phillips as well. You can get it in there and use it. And lately I've been using the can opener every chance I get. So every time there's a can to open, rather than pull out our regular can opener, I just pull out the Swiss Army knife. It's not quite as good yet. I'm still learning, but I'm getting better every time. So why not have a little bit of fun with it? Next up, we have the magnifying glass. That's a great magnifying glass. You know, it works really well. And for me, I find that I'm getting a little bit older. And so sometimes when I'm in the store or whatever, I don't normally wear glasses and I don't often have them with me. But I might pull out, you know, like a vitamin bottle or something like that, and I can't quite read the smaller print now without holding it at arm's length, and even then it's getting a little fuzzy. So that magnifying glass has been coming in handy, probably going to be even handier as the years go by. So next up, opposite that, we've got a Phillips screwdriver. This one's quite nice, right? It stops at 90 degrees as well, and also extends all the way, which is great. I like that compared to you know, my hiker, for example, has a screwdriver on the back, which is nice, but I kind of like the long, you know, twisting motion this way, and can reach into some pretty good places here. So that's handy as well. So that's the next tool. Next to that, we've got the kind of little mini pliers that are built in here. These are really nice as well. I quite like these. They're not huge. You know, you're not gonna grab on any big bolts or anything or nuts with these, but they do work, and they're really well made. They're really precise, so you can grab things, very fine things nicely. It's got a little wire cutter in it and a crimper as well, so that's handy. You know, like I said, I don't use them a lot, but they're kind of nice to have on there, and so I'm glad I got them. The scissors are next. Oh, oops, sorry. The scissors next up here. And that's one of my favorite tools. I've had scissors on my Swiss Army knife forever. I use them all the time, right? They're super handy. They work really well. They never seem to get dull or anything like that. So, you know, it's well worth having a knife with some scissors on it, I think. Next to the scissors, right, we've got the fish scaler. And it's got inches on this side as a ruler and centimeters on that side, and a little fish hook remover at the end. I haven't had a chance to try that yet, but I'm sure it'll work. And then next to that, we've got the saw. This saw is really nice. I'm often kind of on the lookout for little bits of wood as I go out for a walk or whatever. Our neighborhood is quite nice. We've got a park right next to where we live, and when the storms come through, the branches come down. It's nice to go and just pick up a piece of those for whittling or whatever. And so this saw works well, and it's surprisingly capable. I've cut through some pretty big stuff with it without much trouble at all. So that's the wood saw. Next to the wood saw, we've got the metal saw. Right, so this blade has a metal saw on the end, or on the edge of it. which I haven't tried yet, but I'm sure it would be capable. And then it's got a file on either side. One is a little bit coarser than the other. The file works very well on wood. It also is great for doing your fingernails if you like. And then it's got a kind of a dirt remover tip you can use on your fingernails as well. So kind of a neat little tool to include in there, and pretty sturdy looking too. If we flip it around, we can see the main blade. Very nice, super sharp right out of the box, right? And stayed sharp for me as well. So I quite like that blade. But to be honest, I use this blade more, right? So this is a smaller blade. Also very sharp and a very good little blade. And when I'm doing, work like whittling or cutting something, I like it. It's got great control. It's small, gets in places. It's just a nice little blade. If we flip it over and look at the other side, we got the corkscrew that a lot of the knives have, and it's got the little eyeglasses screwdriver in there. Right? You can kind of see there. That's handy as well. Like I said, I don't wear glasses yet or carry them typically, but I do have a pair around for reading books if I want. And so that's handy to have. Oh, and then also, you can just kind of see right in there, in behind there, there's the tip of a pin sticking out. And this knife has got a spot where you can keep a pin, right? So pull it out and show you. It's just a regular straight pin. Fits in there. Kind of handy to have with you. Either, well, you get a sliver or something like that, you could use a pin, or it's just on our kitchen sink, kind of cleaning out the mesh there, or the little holes where the water comes out to stop it from dripping. And so it's just handy to have in there as a tool. Next up on the back, we've got a little wood chisel here, right? You can see, very sharp little chisel. Kind of an odd position, but you can use it there. Be nicer, I think, if it was sort of in line with the knife. Next to that, kind of this funny little screwdriver. I haven't really used it for anything yet. It's got just a small straight tip on it there. But it is long, so I guess you could get into things with it. I think they just had some real estate there and wanted to add one more tool. Next up, we've got the parcel hook that people often talk about and wonder what's this thing for. And I have a lot of family in Europe. When I go over there, it is true. The parcels are wrapped with twine or wire, and you can pick them up with the parcel hook and carry them, and that's fine. I find it stands up the knife as well, which is nice. You can use it as a stand. Use it to pull the laces on boots and things. And there's people who've come up with all kinds of inventive ideas, opening packages and things like that. I use it a little bit, but it's there anyway. And then finally on the back side here, got the awl. This particular one is super tight, which is actually nice because it's going to stay put when I'm using it, I hope. And it's got the eye for sewing if you want to try that as well. Got the sharp edge here too. Got the key ring. I count that as a tool, so that's on there. And then finally, we've got the three little tools here. We've got the toothpick. We got the pen. Both of those I use a lot. The pen is just handy to have. I had that on my previous knife as well. One of the greatest things on there, I think, and it lasts forever. Easy to replace when it does run out. And the toothpick I use quite a bit too. And then finally on this side, those very good Swiss Army knife tweezers. And so I find those super helpful. So that's the Swiss Champ. 33 features, I think, is what they say. Great little knife. I just, I'm glad I finally had one, or I was able to find one. I would have gone insane if someone had given me something like this when I was 8 years old. Would have been the best thing ever, but I've got one now, so I can enjoy it now. Hope you enjoyed this video. I've got, as you can see in the background there, I've got a few more knives. I've got a couple more in addition to those I don't have out. I'll do some more videos when I get a chance, and taking a little tour through those as well, including my older one here that I mentioned earlier that's no longer being produced, but it's too bad because it's really kind of got so many great features in it, so many great things. So we'll, kind of run through those at some other point. Hope you enjoyed today. Take care. Thanks.